What if I told you that beneath the cheerful, cel-shaded world of the Wind Waker hides one of the darkest stories in Zelda history? A kingdom erased, a hero who was never meant to be, and a villain whose tragic past changes everything we thought we knew about Hyrule. Welcome to our channel, your go-to place for deep dive gaming lore, hidden details, and theories that will change the way you see your favorite games. If you love The Legend of Zelda, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an epic gaming mystery. Now let's set sail into the forgotten past of Hyrule and uncover the truth hidden beneath the waves. A vast ocean hides a dark truth. What if the endless blue waters of Wind Waker were never meant to be an adventure, but a graveyard? At first glance, the Wind Waker feels different from past Zelda games, brighter, more playful, full of charming islands and quirky characters. But beneath this lighthearted surface lurks an unsettling reality. The Great Sea is not just a setting, it's a consequence of an ancient tragedy. Every island, every inch of water exists only because of a catastrophic event the gods wanted the world to forget. But what if Hyrule isn't as lost as we think? What if something still lingers beneath the sea, waiting to be rediscovered? And if that's the case, what would happen if someone or something tried to bring it back? Gaming evolution, a bold new Zelda era. Wind Waker's art style was controversial at launch, with many fans expecting a more realistic Zelda. But what looked like a simple, cartoonish world actually hid some of the deepest storytelling in the franchise. Nintendo made a bold move, shifting away from the dark, cinematic style of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Instead, they introduced a vibrant, expressive world where Link's emotions played a huge role in storytelling. But was this just a creative choice, or was this lighthearted style meant to mask a world built on sorrow and loss? What if the colorful, exaggerated art was meant to distract us from the haunting truth of what really happened to Hyrule? The Great Flood salvation or mass destruction. Long ago, Hyrule was a thriving kingdom, protected by the legendary Hero of Time. But when he vanished, Ganondorf returned, seeking to conquer the land once more. This time, there was no hero to stop him. The gods, seeing no other option, made a chilling decision. They flooded the entire kingdom. Hyrule, its people, its history, all swallowed by the sea. But was this truly a divine act of salvation, or an extreme punishment? And if the gods wanted to erase Hyrule, why do remnants of it still exist beneath the ocean? Did the gods fail to fully erase Hyrule? Or did they leave it submerged on purpose, waiting for the right time to return? The frozen kingdom beneath the waves. Imagine stepping into a forgotten world, untouched by time, where every soul has been silenced forever. When Link discovers the sunken ruins of Hyrule, he finds something eerie. The kingdom is still there, but frozen in an eternal moment. Statues of people mid-motion, grand halls abandoned in an instant, as if life was stolen away in a single breath. But if Hyrule was meant to be destroyed, why does it still exist? Could something be keeping it alive in this ghostly limbo? Is Hyrule truly dead, or just waiting for someone to bring it back? And if it awakens, what horrors might emerge along with it? Tetra's shocking identity, the lost princess. Tetra is a fearless pirate, a leader of outlaws, but she holds a secret that changes everything. She is the last surviving descendant of Princess Zelda, the only remnant of Hyrule's royal bloodline. But if the gods intended to erase Hyrule, why did they allow Zelda's lineage to survive? Was she meant to restore Hyrule, or does her survival mean something even more sinister? If Hyrule was doomed, does that mean Tetra is doomed as well? Could she be the key to either restoring or permanently destroying the lost kingdom? The hero who wasn't chosen. Every Zelda game follows a pattern. A destined hero rises to defeat evil, but Wind Waker breaks that tradition. This Link was never meant to be the hero. He wasn't chosen by fate, nor was he meant to wield the Master Sword. So why was he given this burden? Could he be a mistake in the gods' plans, a last-minute replacement in a broken cycle? Or is this proof that destiny can be defied, that anyone, even an ordinary boy, can rise to become a legend? And if that's true, then what does that mean for the future of Hyrule's fate? Ganondorf's final words, a villain's tragic end. For decades, we saw Ganondorf as the embodiment of evil. But Wind Waker reveals a side of him we never expected: sympathy, regret, and even sorrow. Before the final battle, he speaks of the harsh desert winds that tormented his people, the suffering that drove him to seek Hyrule's lush lands. He was not just a conqueror, he was a man trying to save his people from a cruel fate. Could this have been avoided? Was Ganondorf truly a villain, or was he just another victim of the gods' cruel decisions? The Master Sword's lost power, a blade of betrayal. In most Zelda games, the Master Sword is the ultimate weapon against darkness. But in Wind Waker, something is terribly wrong. A weapon once destined to defeat evil now feels like a relic of a forgotten era, its former glory reduced to mere legend. When Link first wields the sword, it is weak. It has lost its ability to repel evil. The truth is chilling when the gods abandoned Hyrule. They abandoned the Master Sword as well. Without its divine power, the sword becomes nothing more than a symbol of a kingdom that no longer exists, a reminder of a history erased by time. If the gods have turned their backs on the legendary blade, then what dark force could rise in its place? And more importantly, if the Master Sword can lose its power, could something even greater steal it for itself? The final battle, Hyrule's last stand. Picture this: the ocean is collapsing, the sky turns to chaos, and the fate of a forgotten world hangs in the balance. As Link and Ganondorf clash in a brutal duel, the kingdom of Hyrule begins to fall apart. In one final, breathtaking moment, Link drives the Master Sword straight into Ganondorf's head, turning him to stone. But even in death, does Ganondorf's influence truly end? Or is this just another cycle waiting to repeat? The future of Zelda: A New Dawn? Unlike past Zelda games, Wind Waker doesn't end with the hero restoring the kingdom. Instead, Link and Tetra leave the past behind, sailing toward an unknown future. For the first time, Hyrule is not saved, it is erased. But in its place, something new will rise. The legend continues, not in the ruins of an old world, but in the endless possibilities of an uncharted one. Is this the true end of Hyrule? Or will it return in an unexpected way? What do you think? The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker remains one of the most unique and thought-provoking entries in the series. Its hidden darkness, tragic lore, and bold new direction make it a timeless masterpiece. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Hyrule's destruction was justified? Was Ganondorf truly evil, or just a man with a lost cause? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Zelda lore, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic gaming content. And if you want to explore more secrets of the Zelda universe, click on the videos popping up on your screen now.